Hello everyone, Samantha here. So this video have several clips. And it's not a vlog. It's just that the first part of the video I recorded on Thursday. But things have changed and I wanted to give an update on my no spend challenge. I did buy a journal and some journal booklets and some pens. I'm not gonna really show that, but I really stayed away from like ink and mediums and stuff like that. And they had a really nice sale at Blick. But I did go looking for what you call the maped, um, what it was, it's colored pencils, and I wanted to trade off. I wanted to get the maped and give away the Primzacolor. But when I went to the stores, they didn't have it. And then when I went online, for whatever reason, the Lord stopped me and just said, keep the Primzacolor for now. So, that's not easy for me this time around because I kind of wanted the make. I wanted to try it. I heard a lot of good reviews on it, but yes, I'm in my 40s, but Daddy said no, and Daddy knows best. Maybe he knows it's something that I'm not gonna like. I don't know, but anyway, he just said no. So, um, but I did go to Five and Below, and I saw a calligraphy journal, and I want to give it away. Actually, it's one that I have. Let me show you what it looks like. Hold on. Okay, this is it. Let me back up a little bit. I'm holding the camera in my hand. The rest of the video, I'm not holding it, but now I am. So this is it. I showed this in a previous video, and it's called Calligraphy Made Easy. And maybe what I'll do is just show some pages. I'll insert it here. So if it's something that you're interested in, you can, enter into the giveaway by putting in the word in the comment section. Also, I'm going to give away this. This is a little journaling booklet. Hold on, I'm sorry, I got to put my head down. It has it's actually a monthly planner, and I don't like boxes like this, but this came is like this. You see, I don't like that. And it also has some lines, which is really nice, but I really don't like the boxes. And it came in a kit, a journaling kit that I got with 6 inserts. It's really, really nice. When I do something in it, then I'll show the video. I really don't just feel like showing that, but at any rate, that came in, it was 6 pieces, and it was at Blick for $2.97. But when I saw this, I know that I'm not going to make any use of it, and so I just want to share it. So along with the calligraphy book, I'll be giving this away. So for the rest of the video, my hands, I'm going to be doing my little DIY dimensional sticker. It was just a little fun activity I thought about doing, and how can I say? Yeah, and I would say, I could put some dimension on the stickers. Thinking about a way to use the stamp, because sometimes when you doing like an art page or something, you want to use a stamp you like, but you may want some dimension on your stamps or your stickers instead of buying pop-up stickers. This is maybe something that you want to try. We'll go on to the rest of the video. I do plan to do an update of my creative space, a mini tour. And I call it a mini tour because I was watching some video, and they mentioned how they said, oh, if you want me to they did a tour, and they said, if you want me to go through what's in every bucket, let me know. And I'm like, I can never say never, but I don't know. Like, God willing, when I do the tour, I just want to like show what's in that space, but I don't want to begin pulling out every little incy wincy product. I think that's going to take just so long. And maybe I can do videos like, in the future of like my washi collection, or my pen collection, my adhesive collection, like I did with the, I did sticker stores, but I that's kind of like collection as well. My journal collection, I can do videos like that in the future. That way it won't feel like so overwhelming to do in one video, because I think that will take up a lot of time. So, but it also probably depends on how a person does it. So at some point I want to do that video. I'm hoping that I can get to it this weekend to do a creative space tour, and then just share a little bit of tips that can help someone that may have a small space, because I don't have the entire room as my creative space. I have most of the room, but part of the room is used for other things. So, just sharing some tips, some storage tips, and some ways that I make my items accessible to me that may help someone. I actually did a small clip, and I showed it. I put it in a group. Let's Get Organized is Denalia. I always say Denalia. I don't know if I be pronouncing her name right. She has a group on Facebook, and I'll put the link to her group in the Facebook, in the description section. It's called Let's Get Organized, and I post a small clip of an organization idea I had for some items, because we were like gonna give tips and suggestions to each other, with organizing different spaces in our home. So that's it. So hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to do that update creative space tour, mini tour video this weekend. So now what I'm gonna go into is creating a little, you could call it a pop-up, but it's a sticker with dimension. I've bought plenty of pop-up stickers with dimension from Dollar Tree. But sometimes you want to use a stamp that you have, and you may want some dimension on your page or something like that. So I thought today, because I'm making use of my products, I thought today would be a good time to make a sticker with dimension. So what I have are these. Let me hold them up. So I got these from Seven Gypsies some time ago, but I think I want to come up with a way a person can use. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because everyone may not have this. See this right here? This is sticky back front. I could take the sticker off on both sides, and it has the adhesive, but I don't want to do that on both sides. Okay, no, I don't want to do that on both sides. One side I need to keep. But a person can use something like this if they're not going to use something this big, but I'm going to show the process, because I'd rather show and tell. So, so yeah, so a person could use this, and they have the ones, I think, that it's only sticky on one side in this paper. It's sticky on one side. You can remove the paper to expose the sticky side, and then the other side is non-removable. It's just paper. But this has both sides with adhesive if you want. Hold on one second. You know what? I forgot to bring that paper. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. So, yeah, so these. If a person doesn't have that, another idea, that I came up with is to make something like this. And so I'm going to show the items that I'm going to use, and then show the process of using it. A piece of cardboard, right? Some glue. Now, I wouldn't suggest wet glue because you'll have to wait for it to dry. But if that's all you have, then, I mean, glue is glue is glue is glue. But there are glues that, you know, adhere better and adhere faster. I have some Gorilla Super Glue. This tape runner. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to use. I was thinking even just now hot glue. If the person has a hot glue gun, maybe they're going to use that. So that's what's needed. So if you don't have this, that's fine. If you could get a piece of cardboard, some type of glue, right? Of course, some paper. I would suggest something thicker. This is from an old notebook, right? Okay. Optional, things that are optional. Oh, let me stick with what's needful. That paint is optional. You need a scissors. You will need a scissors. A pencil and a pen. Okay. Yeah, the pen is that's needful. Definitely a stamp of your choice. A stamp that you really, really like. Okay, so I'm inserting this clip because I forgot to mention that we're going to need some ink for the stamp. Okay, so let's continue on with the rest of the video. And some markers. Okay, and the paint, like I said, is optional, and I will show why it's optional. So for the rest of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and do that little DIY fun arts and craft project, and I'll be back at the end to review it. Maybe I should talk through this video. I think that I should. You know what? I'm going to talk through the video because, yeah, because I want it to be like a little tutorial, and something that anyone can do. Maybe a child, an adult that likes arts and craft, a crafter or artist. All right, so I'm going to talk through the process. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I got some different kind of tape, so I'll show that later. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this thing, this double-sided tape, dimensional item. Hold on, let me get a piece of paper just in case this thing won't stamp correctly. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, I'll use this to practice on real quick. Let's see. Okay, not bad at all. This is not, why is this thing like that? I don't like when stuff is like jiggly. Let me try this again. Put it off to the side here. Let me try this right here. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. Can you see that? Yeah. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead. Lord, please let it come out right on this cushion thing right here. Okay, so right here, and I'm going to stand up too and press it down hard. Okay, I don't want it to fall. Good. Ooh, loving it. So, okay. So let me close this up because I'm going to use that one right there that I already stamped. So that's it for the stamp part. So this shouldn't take too long. I'm going to put this fan on low. I'm sorry for... No, that's a little bit too loud. I'll deal with it for a little bit. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. Okay, you see that? I don't like the way that that's happening right there. Okay, maybe that won't, that's just because of this kind of scissors. But, I should have colored it first before, right? So anyway, so I have these little fussy cuts. I'm saving this because this is good stuff here. This could be used for something. So I'm gonna take these little fussy cut scissors. Oh yeah, that's a cleaner trim with the fussy cut scissors. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I have to be careful. Oh no, what did I do? Hold on, peoples. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that goes right back up there, like that, like so. I'm gonna put that right back up there. Give me a minute. I have to fiddle with it. Fiddly. You know, that's why in a way I was kind of, all right, you know what, let me just go continue on. I'm not going to make a big to-do out of that. I think I know what I'm going to have to do. What I was trying to avoid, but I don't think it's avoidable. So right now I'm just trimming this out, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't think you need to watch me trim this out. So this is if you have the dimensional, you know, piece of adhesive, you know. So yeah, so I don't know about that, because you see how that's happening. Okay, but I'm gonna still keep going. Piece of that cut broke off, but I'm gonna still keep going, and I'll show you why, because I know I can fix it. So you know, sometimes when you're doing these kind of things, you know, it's not to expect it to be perfect, especially if you didn't do it before. You're just trying something new. So what I am going to make something dimensional. I'm going to get something dimensional out of this, believe me here. So just trim it, and so I'll be back once I have it all trimmed. Okay, so I got this cut out, and of course I had to cut off the little tail and the antennas because they're so thin. But when you lay it down, you can always draw that in. So now, what if you don't have this dimensional thing? You can stamp a piece of paper, right? Oh, that was 2 pieces. Oh, got it. Right? And then just trim this out. I'm going as close as possible so it's that I have to fussy cut some the big parts off. Just trim off the big pieces, and then you don't have that much to trim off. Right? And so then you could trim this. This is easy to cut, of course, because it's just the paper, it's not that thick. So you know, sometimes when you have an idea, you have it in your head, but then when you have to execute it, sometimes you know, you may have a little bit of a challenge because of some things you didn't foresee happening. But that's just part of the process. Okay. So just trimming this out. I'm thinking because this is paper, I might be able to leave those little antennas because it's different from cutting the tape. I mean, not tape, but you know, the dimensional. Yeah, it's easier with the paper. Much easier. So, I didn't do this video right after I did the introduction the update and stuff. I went on Facebook Live with my husband. To the Facebook. Okay. Well, is that on? It's maybe some commercial. Let me ask my husband. Honey, can you turn that down a bit? Please? Can you just turn that down a bit, please? Sorry. That's all right. It was just, maybe that was a commercial or something. Okay, so I cut that out. And I like that I was able to keep the little antennas on that one. So, I foresee an issue with this one. It might, well, I can't say I foresee an issue with it. What I should say is that I see that it might be a bit of a challenge with something. So I'm going to cut this one out. Just in case. And you know what? In this case, I don't really think I'm going to use the white paint. But because remember I did say it was optional. But I am going to share the reason for it right now. Because you see how this is cream. Somebody may want to paint whatever they're doing, whatever color paper they're using for this. They may want it to be a stark white. And then, so they'll paint, they could paint the paper and then stamp it if they don't have any like white thick paper or white cardstock. This is thick. It's not thick, but it's not thin either because it's from an old notebook. Alrighty. Okay, so that's good. So I have two of these. Now I'm gonna have to, let me clear this mess out the way. I'm gonna have to stamp another one of these things. No, I don't want to waste this. So I'm gonna tell you what I would do. So this is in the event that this gets messed up. You see how this right here, I stamped it, but I don't know if it's going to take too well. I may have to just go and use, yeah, I think that would be better. Okay, so I have this one and this one, so it's okay. I stamped on here, but what I noticed was because this comes up, because this is a sticky back too, you see that right there? It didn't cut. Oh, I'm all out of frame. Oh my God, all out of frame. Okay, so what I was saying was this right here, it got kind of charred around the edges because this pulls up, right? This is just a protective page. So even though I stamped on it, I don't think it's good to leave it there like that. Even though if you pull it up and you put something else on it, it's still the same thing. But it's just something about this being the covering protected, being the covering, right, or the protective page for this sticky adhesive dimensional. I don't even know what you call this item. Dimensional tape. I would say dimensional tape. But it's in shapes. Because if you see, I got rectangles, squares, circles, and these big rectangles. So so I don't think it would be a good idea to leave that like that. I don't see it having, you know, being good as far as longevity is concerned. So yeah, so hold on, let me so it looks like it's just best to just maybe stamp a piece of paper and then take it, which I'm going to do with this one. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to color. Should I color these first? No. Okay, so we stamp the images. So we have this one, this one, this one. This is going to come up, of course. So what I want to make now is a dimensional for this. Because remember I said everyone doesn't have this. So to make a dimensional. So what we could do is cut this, right? And you don't want too big of a piece. You just want something small. And just a little piece, right? Just a little piece. You can even cut this like this and then let's see if it's going to be too big. Because we don't want it to show. You just want some dimension. Right? That's a little bit. And so let me go like this. Because like I said, it doesn't have to be big. Just something just to lift it up. So I think that's good. We could put one there and one here if we want, right? Right, we could do that. Or I want to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to... Okay. So these two I think will go on top of each other, right? And then I'll make another one. And I'm going to have to put it on the wings because in between it's just two. So remember I said the glue. A person can use the Gorilla Glue or the tape runner. I also remember that I have this from the Dollar Tree. This thing is, when I tell you this thing is sticky, this thing is sticky. So you can use any kind of glue you have, but I'm going to, for the purposes of time, I'm going to use this because I don't want any, you know, I don't want to take too long. Wait for nothing to dry. So this thing is real sticky. Ooh, it's real sticky. I got that, I believe, from the Dollar Tree too. Or you could use that red tape if that's what you have. And then put this like this and create a dimensional. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And then, uh-oh, maybe, what did I do? Oops. That wasn't smart. Hold on. Okay. Cut this piece. Cut a piece of this. All right. This is some good stuff too. Real sticky. And so I'm going to put this here. It's double-sided. This has dimension in and of itself already, to be honest with you. But if you want a little bit more dimension, you know. Where is it? This piece right here. Yeah. Okay, so right there we have two. Right? So, and you know, even if someone feels like this is too thin, they can actually lay it on some cardboard. Maybe they feel like this paper is too thin. Right? And they want a thicker piece of paper, they could use some type of cardboard. It'll be more like hold on, I'm gonna try it. It'll be more like a those hard chipboard type stickers, but still I think it'll work. Let's see. Okay. So I mean, what's gonna happen? Let me see what's the worst that will happen if we cut it out like that. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold on. So it doesn't have to be all prettied up because it's not gonna be. That part is not gonna be seen anyway. Let me see something. You know what? It's okay because it's just for now. So we gotta cut this out. Ooh, kinda. It's not that easy to cut out because it's cardboard. But cutting it out. Let me close this up before I get. So that paper was really thin, so that's why I'm showing this right now. Like, if you want to have it a little bit more, what am I doing here? Okay. If you want the sticker thicker. So some stickers you can make it sticky, and when you're ready to use it, you know, just take whatever cover protecting you have on it, like if you're using something like this or this. But then there are times where you're just going to have the sticker, and then when it's time to use it, you add the adhesive. But it's still a sticker. It's just that it's not, the adhesive has to be applied upon use. So, what's that? Oh, that's the edge. Oh, we'll put that to the side. Make sure I'm in frame. Let me see now if this is going to fit on top of this. Yep, but this just needs to be trimmed down just a little bit more, because you don't want that to show. So, you know, because of course you can buy stickers, but if it's a stamp that you want to use as a sticker, what you want to give it some dimension, this is a possibility. It's a possibility. Just an option, rather. Okay, so now, let's see. Yep, I'm going to just trim down just a little bit more. Okay. Just a little bit more. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Oh, I thought, sorry you heard that. I thought I tore off the antenna. I was like, no. No, not his antenna. But I do need to be, you do need to be gentle with it. I mean, this one, I just took it right off, but. Okay, so. Let's get that mess out the way. Clean that up. Let me close this ink pad up, put the stamp. Sometimes I like cleaning up as I go. So, yeah, so I didn't use this yet. I will when I show how to adhere it down. Or I might use this. We'll see. I'll see how I feel as we go along. So now what? So now let's just we could color this a little bit. So you can color it in. I want to use, let's see. Okay, I don't think you need to watch me coloring this. Maybe, oops, I'll do the first one, coloring. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, I know not to go past there, even though I'm not looking directly at the camera. So, I'm gonna color this in. So I'm gonna try to do some kind of like, I don't know if that's what I'm doing, in some shadowing or something. I'm going around the edges with a darker color, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a lighter color. It's not white, so sometimes, you know, when you're not using exactly white, it looks different, the shades that you put down. So, okay, I'm gonna do this one inside. All right. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So I think this is some kind of like faux shading I'm doing, right? Because, you know, one of the things, I'm going to start looking at some coloring videos so I can learn how to color better. Because I realize coloring doesn't have, it's just not about, I mean, it depends on where you want to go with it. So everybody doesn't have to do this. Everyone is not a professional colorist. Sometimes you just want to put the color down nice and pretty and stay in the lines and put colors you like, and that is fine. But then some people, they want to do shading and they want it to have a realistic look. And you know, I saw this woman, the way that she colored her pages, I was like, yo, why it looks like it's in a magazine? What is she using to make it look like that? It was really nice. So there we go. So now these are not blendable, but I think for this it'll be okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the other one. I kind of like skipped over it, but all right. So I'm just gonna do this and talk. The other one I'm not gonna do on camera. I mean on film. I'll just go ahead and do it off camera and come back with it on. But maybe I'll just talk through this one. And then maybe have some times when it's quiet. And that's alright. There's a couple of other videos I think I'm going to upload before this one where it's quiet at times. And, you know, I guess, I mean, sometimes a thought does run through my head. Oh, you know, you're not engaging the watcher, so people are going to get bored if you're quiet. But, I mean, I just want my stuff to be, my content to be, and it is, authentic and relaxing. And that doesn't mean you always have to be saying something. Everybody's different though. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just yeah. So it doesn't have to be all perfect. Let me just get it done. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit on each side. And then I'm going to go in with this other green. But you know, if you want to, you take your time, whatever kind of stamp you're using, and whatever you stamp out, just color it. I will color it after it's stamped because if there's any imperfections when you cut it, you can fix it with the coloring. But if you color it first, you may cut into something by accident, and then it'll look weird if you try to, you know, put it down or something. So it might be best to just try to color it after you cut it out. That's just my opinion, but somebody might feel comfortable doing a different way. You know, depends. So, oh, you know what I realized I could have did to make this much easier? I could have just colored the whole thing this color green and then come back in with the darker color. Hello, but it's a learning process. It was so cute. When was it? It was last year. One of the students that I taught math, I had to cover his class at the end of the day, and we were coloring, and he said, Miss Waring, I'm gonna show you a way to color that my mother taught me that's faster. And sure enough, he did. And sometimes I apply what he taught me, but sometimes, you know, I don't. But he was like, color the color around first and then just fill in. And he showed me, and it does help me color faster when I use that technique. Yeah, it does. So right now I'm going in with this green around the edges. So I like that way. To color the whole thing and then go back in with the green. Alright, that was kind of better for me. Okay, so I got this one done, and I think I'm going to use yellow for the dots, and then my black pen. You see this right here? This is what I was talking about. You know what? No. I'm gonna leave that. Should I use the? Where's that? I need to take out the yellow marker, but I think I am gonna take it out. You know what? I think I'm gonna take out that orange. It is hot in here. So when I pause the camera to do the other one, I'm gonna welcome putting on that fan for just a little bit while I do this. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this because I mean it doesn't have to be more perfect right now because this is just a demo, but I do want to use it in on a journaling page. So that's why I'm trying to, like, it has to look at least a little decent because I do want to use it. So okay, so that's that one. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Let me get this black marker. I'm gonna make sure I be very, very careful with the antenna. That's the antenna. Darken it. This one. Oops. Very thin. Oh my god. Okay, I'll color that a little bit. Make that a little darker. And there was something over here that needed to be darkened too. Around the edges. Okay, so let me do the other one and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And so finished with the two butterflies. So now what to do? Okay, so now with this one, the dimensional sticky backs, I'm going to take this off. Right, I'm not going to use that again. And I'm going to put this one, oh that's the, oh they both, oh well, I guess it don't matter. Oh, I have to be careful, his little antenna's getting all squished around. And so then I'm going to take this and put it, oh no! I'm going to leave that right in there. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to edit that. No. Those are things that really happen, right? When we're doing these kind of stuff. Oh, God. I got the thing all. Okay. So, let's see. I want to make sure I put it on right. Maybe that's what I should do. Do one. Wait. That's not easy to do. Okay, good. But I got it on. And the good thing I could do, good thing about it is I could always trim it, right? But you see this right here? You know what? I could trim this. Or, trim it off. This needs to be trimmed. I'm so sorry. This thing right here. So you know what I know for next time? Cut further down, but I'm using this right now, so that should be okay. So okay, so it's not going to be perfect, and of course there's some things I'm learning along the way. So that means cut further down into the dimensional sticky back, because it will help when it comes to putting it on. You won't have like hangover and stuff like that. So that's that. So we see that is totally a dimensional right there, right? It's not flat like this one, right? You can clearly see that in the back. Let me put this here so I'll stay in frame. I know not to go past that. And so now with this, so now I have to take this and put it on here so it could be a thicker sticker. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, that's sticky. That's sticky. Oh, yeah, that's sticky. That's sticky. Yep, that's sticky. And so, take this and put it like so. Ooh, I kind of like this one better than this one. Ooh, I like this. Wow, I like this. See, and this is where you find out, like, wait a minute, if I want to make me a thick sticker, I don't even need to buy this. I use cardboard and stuff. But it does take time. A lot of times you buy the stuff for convenience. You know, you don't have to be there snipping all the time, whatever. But sometimes that's the fun of it. It depends. And, yeah, so this could have really been cut down into some more. But, okay, so now, this right here, so let me get, what is this? I'm going to have to get that up with a thing. That could come up easily. Right now. Hold on one second. Okay. And so, I got a piece of paper because I said, what am I going to use these on? So, since this is demo, I am going to use it for a journal page. I showed this in the video. I'm actually going to upload this video first before I, yeah, there's some things in there. I don't know if you saw the other video, but I'm not going to put them in there. Right here, right? So I'll show how you can make your own template or use a template. So what I'm going to do is, for this here, see how I made a template here, and I actually colored this with some stickers. I didn't use that yet. I'm going to quickly make a quick template. So, but I'm going to be a little bit creative with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the lines. I'm going to put a butterfly here. Yeah. Right. And then I'm going to do, I think I've done this before where I did the lines on like a diagonal or something. Matter of fact, let me show that. No, should I? Do I need to really do that? No. Okay. Well, no. I just want to do a line. So, I'm not going to go through that right now. I have a, so, I'm just going to, it don't matter how the lines come out. It's just, I do want to avant-garde, so it's okay. I'll find a way to write it. Right? And so, okay. So, I'm going to take this sticker. I kind of like this one better. Right? But this one don't have a sticky back, so this one does. So right here, you can take the sticky back off and then just put it right here. And we have a dimensional sticker. Look at that. Did I show, was I in frame? I'm so sorry if I wasn't in frame, but now I am. Okay, so yeah. So now you see the dimension. Right. And then this one, which doesn't have, come down some, the sticky back, what can we do? So we have our two things here. We can use the tape runner or some good tape. I went into a tape runner, some double-sided. Oh, you know what? I want to use that double-sided tape that I got from Dollar Tree. Hold on. So I could have used this. This would definitely add some more dimension. But I'm going to just use this double-sided tape from Dollar Tree. So they showed a lot of different kinds of adhesives. Peel this off. And then cut off a little piece. And put it on here. On its first dimensional. Because this is like a homemade dimensional. That's what it is. Cut off another little piece. I'm gonna have to hey. Wait a minute. This stuff is good. These Dollar Tree. I'm sorry. Some of this stuff is working better than the more expensive stuff. I'm serious. I'm not just saying that. So now, you're going to have to adhere it 2 times, though, because you got to put it on the back. Right? So we got this. Take this off. What does that look like? Oh, okay. Peeling this piece of red stuff off, the back end, right, and putting it here. Oh, that's going to have a lot more dimension than the other one. Interesting. I'm just peeling off the red thing to protect it, the covering. All right. Okay. So here we go. There we go. Right? Oh, that has a lot of dimension. Oh my! Oh, see, I'm sorry, but it's something about. I'm putting that up there. I like that one, and I guess I could just. I really like the one. I really like the one that we made with the cardboard. The one I made with the cardboard. I really like that one better than this. So in the future, if I want a really thick pop-up sticker, I'm going to use that with a lot of dimension. I'm going to make it. No sticker that has that much dimension. I'm sorry, I gotta come closer to take the paper off. Because it's so light, you know, it's just not that easy to see. Alright, so right there. Oops. And now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna stick it here. Yes. Oh my god, look at the dimension on that one. Oh no, that thing has a lot of dimension. And you can't see it even from the side. You really cannot see it. Just do it nice and neat if you do it. It has more dimension than this one. This one still has dimension, but this one has more dimension. Oh, wow. I like that. Ooh, it looks like it's about to fly off. Take flight. Alright, so I can actually write, you know, journal into these lines, which I am going to do. I am going to do at some point. Not now, not tonight, but I'm going to take it and tuck it right inside my journal. Not my journal, my binder here. The other type of templates. Put it right in here. I don't want it to get messed up. Let me take care of it. And that's it. So, I want to say thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, you can put it in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. God bless you. And remember, Jesus loves you. Bye-bye.